Everyone says you need an art style. You'll never stand out if you don't have one. But what if I told you that's not exactly true? Some of the most famous artists in history, Van Gogh, Picasso, even Monet, went through multiple artistic phases. So, do you really need to settle on one style? Or can you evolve and create whatever you want? Let's dive deep into what an art style really is, why you might or might not need one, and how experimenting across styles could actually make you a stronger artist. An art style is essentially the unique visual language you use to communicate your ideas. It's how you use line work, color palettes, composition, and even subject matter. For example, Van Gogh's swirling brushstrokes are instantly recognizable. Picasso's fractured geometric shapes define cubism. And Monet's soft and atmospheric lighting is pure impressionism. But here's the thing, art styles aren't fixed. Artists evolve. Even in one artist's career, you can see massive changes in style. Van Gogh went from dark muted tones to explosive colors. Why? Because he was figuring out his artistic voice. Picasso was the same way. He mastered realism early on, but cubism is what made him famous. So, if even the greats didn't stick to one style, why should you put so much pressure on yourself? Let's be honest, social media is one of the biggest reasons why you feel pressured to have a consistent style. The algorithm favors consistency. If you post the same type of art, you'll grow faster. That's why so many artists create the same type of work over and over. But here's the catch. Growing fast doesn't necessarily mean growing as an artist. If you're only making one type of art, you might stagnate. You're not challenging yourself, you're not learning new techniques. But that's the tension. Consistency helps you grow your audience. But experimentation helps you grow as an artist. So the question is, do you want fast growth or real growth? Okay, so you might be thinking, if I keep changing styles, won't people stop recognizing my work? That's the thing. Style isn't just about the surface level technique. It's about your artistic voice. Your voice can shine through even when the style changes. Notice how, even though the style changes, the way I interpret light and form stays consistent. That's my artistic voice. Style isn't about doing the same thing over and over. It's about how you see the world. And that's something that stays with you, even as you evolve. Van Gogh's work evolved, Picasso's work evolved, your work should evolve too. Alright, so how do you actually build an artistic voice while experimenting? Start by studying the masters. Break down their technique, color, line work, composition. Try recreating it, but add your own spin. Take one element from one artist and mix it with another. What happens if you use Van Gogh's brushstrokes with Picasso's inspired composition? Let yourself fail. Your sketchbook isn't a portfolio, it's a playground. Over time, you'll notice patterns. The way you use color, the subjects you return to. That's your artistic voice emerging. Here's the mistake. Don't box yourself in too early. Don't force a style just because it works on social media. Give yourself time to evolve. Remember, your art style is a journey, not a destination. So do you really need an art style? Nope. But finding your artistic voice through exploration, that's where the magic happens. Let me know in the comments, do you feel pressured to stick with one art style? Or are you exploring? I'd love to hear your thoughts.